Good afternoon, everyone. Arkansas One of the Watchers here. This is Cameron back here again, and I am here to go over what everybody has been wondering about is the winter precipitation chances as we get towards later in the weekend into early next week here. And I am here to give you guys my 2 cents worth. My 2 cents worth really starts off with the title of this video: Go big or go home. That's how this particular scenario is going to play out because normally, you normally would see that with a end of the NBA Finals or something like that. But the the big deal about this is just simply because this winter has been really, really sluggish, guys. I mean, I've I've been doing this for about 5 years now on this page, and I don't think I have ever seen a winter so bad that has made me want to pull every single hair out of my head. I don't think I've ever gotten to that point before with all the winters I've covered for Arkansas Weather Watchers. I don't think I've ever gotten to a winter that has just been this awful. I mean, we've had pump fake after pump fake after pump fake after pump fake, and it's just it's it, this is literally probably going to be our last shot of seeing winter precipitation chances until later on this year. And I'm hoping to God we have something later on this year. But um, what I want to go over with you guys here is the potential of the pattern. Now, as I've stated before, and I know you guys have seen maps left and right on social media by other sources here, but what I'm going to tell you guys here in this blog is just my honest truth on this. We have seen the pattern be there. The pattern has been there for snow here in the natural state. However, it has been off sync, off sync, off sync. You've missed something here, you've missed something there. I'm going to tell you something about winter weather. It's the same thing goes with severe weather. You miss one ingredient, everything's over. It screws everything up. It's just like having one bad apple can ruin the entire tree. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over this with you guys here, but I want to give you guys that little bit of an error because this can change. I'm telling you guys this right now because it has done this. 7 days out looks great. Looks like we have a winter storm on our hands. Come day two, little to no precipitation chances at all. So I'm gonna go over this with you guys real fast here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the pattern. And like I said before, everything's in place. You have your cold air coming down. I think cold air will not be a problem this time around. Simple the fact that you have high pressure building into Alaska. And you're also going to have a system right here that's going to be retrograding more colder air down into the central southern half of the state. And you're going to have a storm jet that's going to take just like this. And this reminds me of the pattern that I saw back in 2015 that brought snow at last second to central and south Arkansas with a significant amount. I think I ended up getting 3 to 4 inches of snow out of that. So, it is a wait and see deal with this. I cannot stress this enough. That is a wait and see deal regarding this winter precipitation chances. I do not want you guys getting your hopes up just yet because we are still. Today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're still about 5 to 6 days away from this. All right, we get towards late week and into early this upcoming weekend, and it's still saying what the guidance has right now. By all means, I'm thinking it's going to happen, but right now, I just can't buy it. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the potentials. That way you guys can be prepared for it. So there's a low pressure that could develop in the northwestern Gulf. If the pattern matches up with the system, it could be a pretty decent event here in Arkansas here. But I'm thinking after this event, it's going to be cold, but I don't think you're going to get any sort of winter precipitation chances here in the natural state because here comes mid to late. Southeast ridge ties the big back in, and that's where I look at the potential of probably some more severe weather down the road. So I'm gonna go over the the Canadian model real fast here, right around that Sunday time frame. I'm going to skip it after Sunday because you're gonna have cold front that's gonna come through Friday and Saturday. I know I talked about the severe weather potential around Friday and Saturday, but I think the cap is gonna be really strong over our area, and I don't think going to line up for severe weather on Friday here. So that's some good news. We do not need any more severe weather. We've already seen enough flooding and tornadoes for February. So let's just keep severe weather away. Let's bring the winter back in to the natural state here. But here we are on Sunday. If you go with the Canadian model, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what the precipitation type, and you've got a mixed bag of basically everything. You got rain in southern Arkansas, sleet and freezing rain in central, and a transition to snow across north. And here we are late Sunday night and into early Monday morning. Sleet and freezing rain continues across central Arkansas. You fully transitioned over to snow across north Arkansas. You can see your high pressure ridge really building in, and there's your low pressure down here riding along the Gulf of Mexico. And that will bring more colder air in as we get towards Sunday night and Monday. In southern Arkansas, you would go from rain to ice and sleet, possibly some light snow before ending, and then getting out of here. So the Canadian model wants to keep it relatively weak. If it stays weak, it's going to have a hard time getting the cold air in faster, and that will lead to mainly a north and central Arkansas deal versus southern Arkansas deal. But if the system's a little more stronger, then we'll have to wait and see on that. But if you go with Canadian model, that's the deal with that. And I'm going to show you guys total snowfall. Take this with a grain of salt. Mainly wants to suggest northern Arkansas here, but I wouldn't rule it out for central and south if you were to go with the current Canadian model solution here. So I'm going to jump over to the Euro. I'm going to step it back here because I was looking out past the event. But here we are on Sunday morning, freezing drizzle across North Arkansas, mainly rain across central and south for now, and you've got your snow to the northwest. And here we are as we get towards Sunday night and Monday. As it pushes southeast into the state, everything just really falls apart. The Euro 12 to Euro really doesn't have it. However, that's if you were looking at that map. This is where you have to look at aloft temperatures because aloft temperatures are going to fall. They're going to fall really, really fast with this. And on top of that, temperature-wise, guys, I mean, temperatures are really going to take a plunge Sunday, Monday, and the Tuesday here. And there's some guidance out there. I don't want to believe it right now, but there's some guidance that suggests that north and central Arkansas stays at 20 on Monday and Tuesday here, which would be very, very, very cold. And southern Arkansas will be barely getting to that freezing mark if we were to go with the European model run here. So temperatures are there. Cold air is there. Great. Cold air has been really, really there. It's just the moisture. We need the moisture now. We need that cold air to get really entrenched before we get a system in here. So that's the European model solution here. I'm going to show you the snow depth real fast. Mainly wants to suggest northern Arkansas, wouldn't rule out central and south. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the GFS real fast here. Alright, GFS mainly wants to bring ice to central and south Arkansas and snow to the north. So it's a good consistent, I'm seeing good consistency that northern Arkansas is highly favored at this time. Okay, I'm seeing that here. But like I said before, there's still 6 days out from this guy. It could easily change between now and then. But here we are. Take you guys out to Sunday real fast here. All right, there you are Sunday morning. You can tell the moisture is really starting to leave out of the state. And there's your approaching system. All right, and it really wants to blow up southern Arkansas with ice. It just completely blows up southern Arkansas with a sleet and freezing rainstorm out of this. The only way that happens is if the system is delayed. If the system's delayed, that's how this is going to happen. That's how you're going to have your potential of snow across southern Arkansas here. So there we are on Monday. It gets down here, and it's primarily a southern Arkansas deal. I mean, it's primarily a southern Arkansas system with this, and just completely. This is not snow cones you're looking at. This is sleet. You're looking at about 3 to 4 inches of sleet on the ground across southern Arkansas, mixed in with some snow. But central gets completely cut out. North, we see the onset of it, but really nothing across the central half of the state. But it mainly wants to focus southern half. So as of right now, it's still a wait and see. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the WPC's outlook for this, and it highlights north and central Arkansas right now, and that's what I'm currently thinking. I mean, if you were to see snow out of this, the highly favored area would be north and central Arkansas right now. The pattern, on the other hand, supports central and south because the storm jet's well to the south. So, still a lot of things need to be worked out. All right, but like I said, this is from the Mena to Little Rock over to the Helena area, points north from there. That's where they have a 15% out for exceeding 0.25 inches of sleet and snow excuse me, exceeding 0.25-inch liquid equivalent to sleet and snow, which would be, I want to say up to 2 to 3 inches of snow out of that. I'm not 100% sure about that, but the probability, mainly when I look at it on here, is the probability where they're thinking it's going to happen. It's still a wait and see. I've seen them do this before, and they've completely taken it away the next day. So, like I said before, I just want to bring you guys an update on it. We're still keeping an eye on it. I will tell you this, though. 2 days ago, this thing has been on a downward spiral, because 2 days ago, it looked like it was going to be a possible winter storm across the state. Now that I'm looking at it, there's some doubts that it might not even happen at all. So it's a wait and see pattern here. Well, not pattern, excuse me. It's a wait and see deal with this. Just stay tuned with this, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna have probably another blog Wednesday, Tuesday. I'm gonna have another blog out probably on Thursday to go over everything you guys need to know and look over some guidance. Let some guidance get into much more of an agreement before we fully jump on board with the potential stuff on here, guys. So you guys take care. Y'all share this blog with your family and friends to keep them updated. And have a great rest of your Tuesday afternoon.